In this video, I want to show you how you can use a rather special dictionary called a collocation dictionary to improve the vocabulary of your text, and at the same time make your language more idiomatic. So in order to understand how to use this dictionary, you have to understand what a collocation is. To explain this in a very easy, non-academic way, I usually say that collocations are words that are best friends. Now, best friends, they like to hang out, and where is it that words hang out? Well, they hang out in sentences. So collocations are words that often appear together in a sentence. They're like typical expressions. They're linked. They're often used. So, and you also see here, this is a description of the collocation dictionary that I used most. It says, a new type of dictionary with word collocation that helps students and advanced learners effectively study, write, and speak natural sounding English. So if you use words that collocate with each other, you get what we refer to as an idiomatic language. That means that you sound like a native speaker, not in terms of pronunciation, but in relation to the vocabulary and the expressions that you use. So if we look at this tool then, how can we use it? Now I have this text that I've written with lexical teddy bears and repetitive expressions. Now I want to try and use this dictionary instead of using a thesaurus or a bilingual dictionary to improve. So the tricky thing here is that I have to get used to looking up other words. So if I want to replace very nice, I can't look up as nice. I have to look up the word that nice says something about. So if I want to replace an adjective, I have to look up the noun that the adjective modifies. So if I want to use this dictionary to find a better expression to go together with morning, morning is the expression that I have to look up. So I'll type morning. And you see, here I get the words that collocate with morning, which means the words that like to hang out with morning in sentences. So obviously, you know, you have the weeks, the days of the week, this morning, tomorrow morning, yesterday morning, and so on. But if we look a little bit further, we see, here we have some adjectives. Beautiful, bright, fine, or sunny. So I see that I can go back and I can say, instead of very nice, I can say bright morning. And I know that bright can be used together with morning. In fact, it collocates. These expressions are often used together. So this is where actually using the collocation dictionary can be more advantageous than using a thesaurus, because a thesaurus just gives you a ton of synonyms, but it doesn't tell you which synonym is appropriate in the context. Here you get only the synonyms or the words that are appropriate to use together with morning. So again, if I want to replace an adjective, I have to look up the noun. So for example here, same, the very good mood, I have to look up mood, not very good. So if I check out mood, all right, I see that there are a lot of adjectives that are often used together with mood. Now, if I go back to my text to see, I was in a very good mood. So we have to try and find adjectives then that are positive. So for example, here you see bad, black, filthy, foul. Like, I don't want to go for any of these because my character is in a good mood. And you see good collocates with mood, but I don't want to use good because it's a lexical teddy bear. But I see that I can see optimistic, cheerful, happy, jolly, jovial, exultant or jubilant, which is really good mood, optimistic. There are several possibilities here. So again, if I'm unsure what they mean, I have to look them up in the regular dictionary to check the meaning. But let's say that I think I will go for, see, cheerful mood instead of very good. Now, I also have some verbs that I would like to replace. For example, I've used the word to shine twice. The sun shone and the sun was still shining. Here, to find an alternative through the collocation dictionary, I have to look up the subject. What is it that's shining? Well, it's the sun. So I have to go to the collocation dictionary and look up the sun to find verbs that are used together with sun. Now, first, you see the adjectives, but this time I'm looking for a verb. And I had the sun was shining. Here you see sun plus verb. So I have come up, climb, rise. I see that there are a lot of words that are used together with sun. And I have to look for something that's appropriate. So here I see shine, which I've used. And here there are glare, burn, blaze. These are a bit more negative because they imply a very hot sun, not so comfortable. This is a good morning, so I don't want to go for any of these. But here you see slant through something, stream in through something. And it says the evening sun slanted through the window. Now in my text, it's actually through a window. So I can say then that the sun, go back, you see, I can either see that it was streaming in through the window or that was slanting through I think I'll go for streaming here. The sun streamed through his window and the birds sang. But singing, birds singing, isn't there an alternative? Singing is such a basic word. Again, then I have to look up bird. What is it that birds do? Birds sing. What other verbs are used together with bird? Let's see. Well, birds can, this is about moving, right? Flying. But here, chirp, sing, twitter. I'm going to go for chirp instead of singing. But I'm not 100% sure what chirp means. So I have to double check. I'll go up to the dictionary. I'll write chirp. And I'll see. It just says a short, high-pitched sound such as the one a small bird or insects make. Okay, so that fits. Chirping is an alternative to singing. So the birds chirped. All right, so now my text is becoming a bit more nuanced, a bit better, not so repetitive. The sun streamed through his window and the birds chirped. He got up and went to the bathroom in a cheerful mood. See, I've avoided repetition and I'm avoiding these lexical teddy bears. So really, using this collocation dictionary is a really good way of improving the language in your text. You just have to get used to looking up not the word you want to replace, but the word that it says something about. So if you haven't tried it out yet, do so, and remember, practice makes perfect, so you have to try and use it several times to get comfortable using this new tool.